Hello friends and my dear students, welcome back to my channel Phoenix Physics. Today we are going to discuss multiple choice question for kinematics lesson. First question, which one of the following Cartesian coordinate systems is not followed in physics? We usually follow right-handed Cartesian coordinate system, which means anti-clockwise direction. Here x, y, z in this direction, anti-clockwise direction. Here x, y, z in this direction, anti-clockwise direction. Here x, y, z. This is also anti-clockwise direction. But here x, y, z. This direction, this is clockwise. So your answer is D. Identify the unit vector in the following. You have to prove the given vector is a unit vector. So D option is the correct one. What is the formula for unit vector? R cap is equal to R vector divided by modulus of R vector. For this option, you just apply this formula, that is I vector plus j vector divided by square root of 1 square plus 1 square. So I vector plus j vector divided by 1 square plus 1 square is 2 root. Question number 3, which one of the following physical quantities cannot be represented by a scalar? Option A, mass. You know that mass is a scalar quantity. Option B is length. Length is also a scalar quantity. Then option C is momentum. So momentum formula is P is equal to mv. Here mass is a scalar quantity but velocity is a vector. So P is a vector quantity. So option C. Option D is magnitude of acceleration. If it is acceleration means vector quantity. Magnitude of acceleration means scalar. So your answer is option C. Then fourth one, two objects of mass m1 and m2 fall from the heights h1 and h2 respectively. The ratio of the magnitude of their momenta when they hit the ground is same formula only. P is equal to mv. Two masses are given, so P1 is equal to m1 v1. Then P2 is equal to m2 v2. Okay, so what is P1 by P2? That is m1 v1 divided by m2 v2. v1 is root of 2g h1. v2 is root of 2g h2. Substitute the value, that is m1 root of 2g h1 divided by m2 root of 2g h2. So cancel this 2g, root 2g, your answer is m1 by m2 square root of h1 by h2. So option C is correct. Fifth question, if a particle has negative velocity and negative acceleration, its speed. You know the acceleration formula, A is equal to v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1. That is delta v by delta t is nothing but our acceleration. Here v is negative, then A is negative, you have to find out speed. Suppose if you want negative value means you should increase the velocity value, magnitude of the velocity. So your option is A, that is increases. Then question number 6. If the velocity is v is equal to 2i vector, v is given 2i vector plus t square j vector minus 9k vector. Then the magnitude of acceleration at t is equal to 0.5 seconds. How do you find out acceleration? dv by dt. That is d by dt of 2i vector plus t square j vector minus 9k vector. So here I have t square value. So just differentiate this one. That is d by dt of t square j is 2t j vector. This is my a vector. They asked about the magnitude of acceleration. You know 0.5 seconds. So 2 into 0.5. Your answer is 1 meter second power minus 2. So option A is correct. Seventh question. If an object is dropped from the top of a building and it reaches the ground at t is equal to 4 seconds. So seventh question, t value is given, that is 4 seconds. Then the height of the building is, ignoring air resistance, g is equal to 9.8 meter second power minus 2. Find out h value. What is the formula for h? You know the formula, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Instead of s, you should substitute h. U is 0. Then instead of a, you should substitute g. So h is equal to half gt square. Half into g value is 9.8. T value is 4 square. 4 into 4. Cancel this 2. So 2 into 8. So 9.8 into 8. 78.4 meter. This is our h value. Option B is correct. Question number 8. A ball is projected vertically upward with a velocity v. It comes back to the ground in time t. Which vt graph shows the motion correctly? So, the ball is thrown vertically upward means A is equal to minus g.
Ball is attracted towards the earth due to earth gravitational force.
So here A is minus g. Here which one gives the negative slope? This graph gives negative slope because the velocity is decreasing like this. Option C is correct. Then ninth question, if one object is dropped vertically downward and another object is thrown horizontally from the same height, then the ratio of vertical distance covered by both objects at any instant t is.
In this problem, the ball drops vertically or thrown horizontally will reach the ground at the same time. So you know the formula, S is equal to ut plus half at square. Here in both the cases there is no vertical component of velocity. The ball will move towards the earth due to earth gravitational force alone. So due to g, the ball reaches the ground. So for first case, instead of s you substitute h, and instead of u you substitute 0. So your final result is h is equal to half gt square. This is h1. In case 2, same, the initial velocity is 0. Substitute in this formula. So you can get h2 is equal to half gt square. Then you find out the ratio h1 by h2. You can get the answer as 1. Option A is correct.
10th question. A ball is dropped from some height towards the ground. Which one of the following represents the correct motion of the ball? You are just dropping the stone from particular height. Initial velocity u is 0. So you know the formula, s is equal to ut plus half gt square. Here u is equal to 0 because the initial velocity is 0. So the total term vanishes. Instead of s you substitute h is equal to half gt square. If you substitute t is equal to 1, your answer is 4.9. T is equal to 2, 19.6. T is equal to 3, 44.1. H value is facing like this. So your option A is correct. Question number 11. If a particle executes uniform circular motion in the xy plane in clockwise direction, then the angular velocity is in. So here, this is the diagram for angular velocity. This is the radius of the circle. This is the angular velocity direction. The object should move only in the anti-clockwise direction. If it is clockwise direction means omega direction is downwards like this. So this is plus z direction, this is minus z direction. Your option C is correct. Question number 12. If a particle executes uniform circular motion, choose the correct statement. Vector quantity here, if it is uniform circular motion means magnitude is same, direction is different. See, the magnitude is same but the direction is different for uniform circular motion. Then what about acceleration? Magnitude is same but the direction towards the center. Option D is correct. Question number 13. If an object is thrown vertically up with the initial speed from the ground, then the time taken by the object to return back to the ground. So formula is S is equal to ut plus half at square. So S is equal to 0, A is equal to minus g. Substitute in this equation. 0 is equal to ut minus half gt square. Bring this half gt square to left hand side. Half gt square is equal to ut. Cancel this g. T is equal to 2u divided by g. This is the correct one. So option D is correct.
Question number 14. Two objects are projected at angles 30 degree and 60 degree respectively with respect to the horizontal direction. The range of two objects are denoted as r30 degree and r60 degree. Choose the correct relation from the following. Here r formula is u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Here angles are different. You need not worry about u squared by g term. Just take the angle term alone. So sine 2 theta, instead of theta, first you substitute 30 degree. So sine 2 into 30 degree is 60 degree. Sine 60 degree is root 3 by 2. Second one, theta is equal to 60 degree. So sine 2 into 60 degree is sine 120 degree. Just split the angle. Sine 90 degree plus 30 degree. You know the formula, sine 90 plus theta is equal to cos theta. Here instead of theta I have 30 degree. So sine 90 degree plus 30 degree is equal to cos 30 degree. Cos 30 degree is root 3 by 2. So angles are same. Your option A is correct. Question number 15. An object is dropped in an unknown planet from height 50 meter. It reaches the ground in 2 seconds. The acceleration due to gravity in this unknown planet is, what is given? H is equal to 50 meter, T is equal to 2 seconds. The formula is H is equal to half gt square. We want gravity term. So bring that g to the left hand side. G is equal to 2h divided by t square. Substitute the value. 2 into 50 divided by 2 the whole square. So 2 into 50 divided by 2 into 2, cancel 1 2. So your answer is G is equal to 25 meter second power minus 2. Option B is correct.
I hope this video is useful to you. If you like my video, please share and subscribe my video. Thank you.